3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
These 2 teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right.
Got his man. It's Thornton.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Texans have taken the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Completes this one to Thornton.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st down, Kenny. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw. He finds Hearns left side. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. On now is the Titans punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken on the 25. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 27 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he is.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hope.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football.
after the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Yellow, 43. Strike, drill, 52. Kill. No. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Here we go. Black 40.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Up the middle they go. Kenny, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out.
Black, 95. Ultra. That cut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
Ready.
And they will take a knee here. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Texans, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the Jets punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Hearns brings it in. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Back to throw. This is caught by Hearns. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
38. Striker, 3-3. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, look at the juke.
And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the field.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, Things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Ready.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Strike. Check strike. Ready, go.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hale. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
The Texans hit 9-4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
On first down, Kenny, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Ready?
2nd and 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He'll drop to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
60 red. 60 red.
Back to throw now on first down. This is complete. Finds his man Hearns. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Ready. Yellow. 43. Striker. Close. 10.
Now back to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
52 blaster.
He'll look to throw. Completes it to Hearns. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll set up to throw.
Got his man. It's Thornton. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And taken right on the 30.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So we have reached halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Ready, 53.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's on the tackle, Panay Sewell.
Let's go. 45. White.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now out comes Houston. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the option going right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hale. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll set up a throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Set, ready. 10 black, black ultra. Mega.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. He finds Hearns left side. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out. And the Texans have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. And here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 74 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you
leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
97's the mic.
Check, smash.
Here we go. No. Off.
Red, yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. No return, but it goes down.
Ready, set.
97's the mic. Here we go. Strong right.
Go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a give right side. Kenny.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Kenny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Striker, 3-3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a deep...
Come on, set. 52 Blues.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 97's the mic.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Kenny, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Hey, watch his flat.
Now a give right side. Kenny, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Up the middle they go. Kenny, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hale. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Set hut. Red 38.
You want this?
52 blaster. Set go.
Buying time to his left. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Texans.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Houston, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the
Tonight on EA Sports.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
It was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Room here to run. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now as we get toward the home stretch here, the regular season, Charles, let's take a look at the list of key inactives for them in this one.
Yeah, and after almost a full season of physical games, you know you're going to have some guys missing during the final weeks of the season. Nature of how we play this sport. Every team, you've got to be prepared to handle them. And the teams that focus on handling it, focus on guys getting ready to play, even if they're not starters, those are the ones that weather the storm.
That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Texans hit 10-4 on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
Now it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Fight, 97. Steel, black.
Like 22, he's coming.
Ultra.
Here we go.
Ready, go.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like.
Here we go, set. 52, blue. Trouble, 38. Cut.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is complete. Finds his man Hearns. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he gets it down to the 32.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Drill, 52.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good...
Ready. Red, 38.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Hearns brings it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Let's go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He finds Hearns left side. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's Thornton.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
And this one is right through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So, Charles,
they'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 11. Completes it to Hearns. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And now they're in the hurry-up. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught by Hearns.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. It's Hale. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second and 4. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards... They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Arizona. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Kenny, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Back to throw.
Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hale.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 24 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready, go.
They begin with a quick throw out left. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Ready?
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 36. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Kenny. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go, set, 45, wide.
Let's go, D, let's go.
It's a quarterback sneak, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Kenny. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, Kenny. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Texans will take over. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Spike 60. Red. Yellow.
Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense got crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Oh, watch one.
On second down, Kenny. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Throw left side complete. That's Hale. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll drop to throw. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example.
Touchdown, Texans! From 6 yards away.
And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And
Set, ready. Yellow, 43.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
and he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here we go. Blue 32.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Cover it.
Set.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for Houston, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they head